I wanted to talk about this because I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I call myself a Bible believer. I've talked about this before, but I did come into this truth not through these cult camps. um, like IUCI or whatever, all of these alphabet boys, that's what we call them. But I came through it by actually just brokenheartedness and asking a question specifically about Black people, and I ended up getting the answer. And then when I personally started to seek out if anyone else had gotten this information, I ended up crashing into the alphabet boy cults, right? But I have to say, I do watch Nyla Says. She has great content, and she featured this lady's Facebook, and it's Secret Sister Yisrael, and she is really putting out information about these camps and the hatred of women, and how can you believe that you are true Yisrael, but you hate the women and the children that are produced, that have to be produced to have this nation, right? So she has a lot of things on Facebook showing how these men talk, how they act contrary to the Bible that they say is about us. But to be honest, the actions of these men are 100% in the Bible. When you look at the wickedness of some of the kings, when you look at, you can start at the beginning at Cain and Abel. Am I my brother's keeper? You see that going on today, and now it's been going on. They will kill. They don't have a problem disrespecting a man and his wife, and it's that same thing. Am I my brother's keeper? They have a very malicious malice eye toward Black people. They don't treat others the way they treat Black people. And then I believe they think because it's said in the scripture that we are the apple of the Most High's eye, and whoever comes against us, there'll be consequences for that. But that applies to Black people too. You can't harm your own and think that consequences are not going to come. It is Passover, and I decided not to do a Seder, but I did say I would do it in remembrance because I've done Passover Seders for a couple years. And this one, I'm just gonna be in remembrance of it. No leaven products. You can look that up if you want to know what that is, but she actually showed a camp and their Passover. I mean, to be honest, I think these men are showing themselves to be Pharisees, because those men, they showed off, right? It wasn't about actually healing people's hurts and helping people out. It was about, look at me, this is who I am, I'm showing off. They look like glorified rappers. It looked like a rap video, but I'll go ahead and show you.
Israel, are you ready? All right, so go ahead and get to your seats. We're about to get started with this fashion show. We got a lot of brothers and sisters with some dope garments that they're going to showcase today. And then after that, y'all already know what time it is. It's the singles hour. So y'all get ready, get ready. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the fashion show. And we're going to have Mama Shamar come to the stage. She's going to MC the fashion show. So please make your way to your seats, sit down, and enjoy the show. Yeah, we got the officer right.
created me. But beauty's so scanty. And what is it that God sees? Fearfully and wonderfully He made me. Society will never hate. But what is it that God said? In His image He created me. So pretty girl, pretty girl, pretty girl, pretty brown skinned girl. I know.
Beautiful. Next we have Sister Rebecca. This is beautiful. Take your time, princess. Come on now.
What's real and what ain't? I've been gone, now I'm in. Now what's real and what ain't? I've been good, can't complain. I got the spiritual willing, I got the feeling you feeling. I'm on my feet in this way back, focus on nothing but healing. I'm only one out of a million, trying to speak life to the realest. We had our back against the ropes, now it's about time that they feel this. We in the street with the dealers, we in the street with the killers, reasoning out of the scriptures. 365 to the killers. Your pastor comes in the building, he's telling lies and he's stealing. He said the laws on the way. Scriptures. 365 to the killers. Your pastor comes in the building, he's telling lies and he's stealing. He said the laws on the way. But he said time to stay.
And next in this group we have it for Priest Jofar.
We march the city for peace, but they won't tell on the news. They gotta sing in the blues, cause we got nothing to lose. They kill us down
Come
the
on
street,
now.
and we supposed to play like
Come on.
We gotta thank God for the government. See y'all think it's irrelevant. They choose their life in the beast, more like the modern day Hellenists. I found my God in the oracles, you found your God in the elements.
Be content with such things you got, what you have already.
Next we have Soldier Shamir. Shamir is also from ATL.
Take a walk on my shoes, but it won't benefit. You see the ones.
Turn around again, brother, so they can see. Stop.
Okay, I wanted to show a little bit of that, and she has a Facebook, and a lot of the stuff is listed on her Facebook. You can definitely go there and watch the whole 37 minutes. I just skipped through it. I was not about to sit through this. The only thing that I can think of is because in the biblical text, there are certain fabrics that we are supposed to wear and certain things we're not supposed to wear, and they are making an emphasis on what they think women should be wearing. But yeah, I have no idea what a fashion show is going on during Passover. I mean, to me, Passover is to reflect on the Exodus, right? It's to leave everything behind, like the worldly things. You're not supposed, even though you live in this world, you're not supposed to be of this world and take in everything, because there's consequences that can lead you down dark roads. And we see with these alphabet boys, it was supposed to be about finding out your identity. It was supposed to be about keeping the laws, like marrying the women that you have children with, having stable families, submitting to your wives, and wives submitting to your husbands, and, working together. Because the biblical text is not putting the man over the woman, and these stair steps that they have in these camps. It's more like each one complements each other. Each one brings a part of God out, and then you raise a healthy family that way. because there is a scripture, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. There's a scripture that basically is saying, when they say Adam was formed, and people are taking this whole rib thing, that's not what it says in its actual language. It's not about a woman coming from a man, or like a man is birthing a woman. Basically, it's actually a beautiful story when you look at it. Basically, there is a vessel, and the vessel was Adam, but Eve was always there. The woman is always there. We are in the image of God, so men and women. So yes, the feminine is there. And when we were together as one, we were in the stronger vessel. And that's what they mean about the man being stronger, because he is stronger than a woman. The vessel would be stronger than the female vessel. So basically, the rib of my rib, bone of my bone thing was to say that you are me, I am you, we are one. But it's been split up into the masculine and the feminine, right? And each has their role to play. One is not over the other. Let's just say that. And that's the whole thing about other verses. If this is you, if you're looking into this woman's eyes, and this is you, this is bone of your bone, flesh of your flesh, why would you harm her? Why would you hurt her? Why would you abuse her? Why would you talk down on her? Every time these alphabet boys were on street corners calling a black woman a B, calling her out of her name, dragging her for filth, that means he's doing it because that's how he sees himself. This is a reflection of you. You two were one. And it's not the abuse and everything. People think that it's about harming women, but actually this is how much hatred that they have for themselves, and that's why they abuse and talk down on their women the way they do on social media, in these camps, and do the wicked things that they do. This is how they feel about themselves deep inside. Not the bravado, ego bullshit that they try and show to everybody, but when they have to go home at night and they have to look themselves in the mirror, and when they're alone with themselves, this is how they feel about themselves. And they're just spewing this rhetoric, and the person that they can blame and attach it to is the woman. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think about this. If you do celebrate Passover, what do you think about a fashion show during Passover? And I'll see you in the next one.